Everywhere you go nowadays, you see all of these fitness programs advertising that they'll help you get ripped in 30 days, 60 days. Stick with us and you'll look like this in a year.
Difference is, this one's actually fun.
Anybody who knows me knows I am a fitness buff. I have all the games. I have a specific diet. So when I heard Nintendo was releasing Ring Fit Adventures, a platforming adventure RPG that's a spiritual successor to my favorite balance board game, I just had to pick this game up 3 years later.
And I didn't know anything about this game upon picking it up. I knew that the music was fantastic, and they gave you this ring that did, something. So, let me shut my mouth, don my usual apparel, and start up what many Xalems refer to as the ultimate fitness guide.
This is Ring Fit Adventures. Here inside this box, we have the game itself, a leg strap, and of course, the Ring Fit ring. All right, let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Looks like we need to fasten the leg strap. Let me tell you, I took 6 months of medical school, and right now, with how tight I had to strap this in, I feel like I'm wrapping a tourniquet. If you wanted to play this game with gym shorts, best of luck to you. All right, we gotta slip this left Joy-Con into the left strap. Slip the right one into the Nuva ring, and right after setup, it looks like we already have the tutorial. Move the ring to use it as a controller. Turning it moves it left and right. Pushing it registers input, and pulling it registers cancel or back. Immediately stop playing if you feel an acute pain or anything unusual.
Haha, joke's on you. I happen to be cute and in pain.
Once we have the initial setup, we have a couple different modes that we have the opportunity to choose from. We're gonna go ahead and focus on the mode labeled Adventure, kinda like the box. To introduce you to the worlds of Ring Fit, let us introduce you to our resident posture professional, presenting the impeccably postured paragon of possibility, Tip. Can you move up and down? Yes. Are you male or female? That's a bit too personal, Tip. How old are you? Sure. How much do you weigh? Wait, this isn't the metric system. Wait, what the hell are you doing, Tip? We've also got to calibrate the ring con and the leg strap, and I'm just gonna be honest, it's really boring. Okay, let's just get to the good part. Stretching! Okay, seriously. Here we have an opening cutscene. We find a ring in the middle of the woods on a jog. That is most definitely a wheel. We pull it, this Rule 34 bait dragon named Dragaux pops out. Bada bing, bada boom, we meet our new companion. Her name is Ring. It is the most amount of effort I have ever seen put into a game about fitness, as simple as it is. There's a big baddie ready to ruin the world with exercise, and you have to fight it with exercise? I wouldn't look too deep into it. This is from the same team that gave us Cardboard Piano. But I will give it credit. This is actually the first time I used the IR sensor for the Joy-Con. I actually forgot this thing can measure my pulse rate.
In the medical industry, we call that a sphygmomanometer. Fun fact! That's a really cool word to say.
All right, enough fooling around. I came here to exercise. It's time to get serious. This is genuinely some of the best fun I have had while playing a video game. The basis of Ring Fit is simple. You take this ring and you jog in place. Sounds boring on the surface, but the ring uses the Joy-Con like an aiming device that lets you shoot objects in an oddball rail shooter vibe. If you would have told me that these 3 games are part of the same genre, I would have probably shit myself.
Probably still will.
It is exhilarating running through this gorgeous open world, using all of these different set pieces and objects in your path to traverse the landscape. It is by far one of the most creative experiences I have played in a very long time. But running through an open world would just get stale and boring. So, combined with exercise, an art form that every video gamer dislikes, we have another element that Nintendo fans desperately despise. RPGs! You see these little guys? Cute little dumbbell looking fuckers? We gotta kill them. You know how we're gonna kill them? Each enemy plays a part in turn-based combat, mixing aerobic running and strength or core-based training to give you a full body workout at all times. Before each turn, you pick exactly which part of your body you'd like to work out. Now, you can't just choose the same move over and over again, as moves you've done previously have a cooldown, demanding an all-around workout during each play session. I like how each one explains exactly what part of the body it trains, and each one gives you a full on-screen guide of how to do it. Wii Fit walked so Ring Fit Adventures could take this circle and spit in the face of anybody who still thinks this is the best way to get fit on a Nintendo platform. If you have a problem with that, I mean, Wii Fit's still really, really fun. But like I talked about before, Wii Fit acts like a standard fitness application, while Ring Fit is truly, in every sense of the word, a fleshed out video game. The first two worlds are fairly basic, but once you progress past that, I was genuinely surprised by the amount of depth on display here. Anything you feel would be found in a typical RPG can also be found in its most simplest form here in Ring Fit Adventure. There's a shop that allows you to buy items and power-ups that are able to be used throughout your journey, different variations and moves that you can use in battle. They even have these health juices that you can buy that give you stat buffs before you run into an encounter.
Okay. I have +3 to my attack stat, +2 to my defense stat. We are ready to take you on. I am not gonna lose to somebody who looks like a yoga mat.
I genuinely love the design of enemies and characters in this game. There's nothing award-winning with its world building and storytelling, but it's enough to keep you occupied while playing a game that involves you sweating profusely throughout every pore of your body. The story revolves around 4 masters of fitness, spoilers, and their journey to defeat Dragaux, who we so politely released 5 or 6 minutes ago. Each master focuses on one of the 4 key elements of fitness: core, legs, arms, and yoga. However, shortly after the game begins, they soon get overtaken by Dragaux. More spoilers, meaning we have to go on a journey through each world to defeat them and reclaim the balance that was lost. It's corny, it's cheesy, and it's been done a million times before, but the way these characters talk to each other, the corny jokes and the dialogue, it truly makes me excited to want to pick this game up every morning and put myself through intense physical and minor emotional pain. Of course, every day's also a challenge, and sometimes I don't feel like jogging for 36 minutes. Thankfully, it does give me the option to change the difficulty and make it more relaxed if I'm starting to struggle. Or maybe the workouts are too relaxed. Maybe I don't want to do any workouts at all on a specific day. And thankfully, I do also have that option with the various mini games that are pretty okay. There's a good number here. Each one typically consists of gathering coins and using the ring to attack and traverse some sort of aspect found in the main game. The minigames are fairly forgettable, but this is the part of the game where I genuinely forgot I was exercising. I was about 3 hours into it and then realized, wow, I am really gonna regret this tomorrow. For the first 5 minutes, they are extremely fun, but once you've done them once or twice, they sort of lose that charm to it. I hate to compare it to Wii Fit's minigames, but Wii Fit's felt different enough that each one feels like their own thing. Each game does suffer from the tendency that once you've played it a few times, you have mastered it, but I will say that Ring Fit, although not as iconic, does give you a much better workout.
They have a Wii Fit minigame!
But Ring Fit does have one more minigame mode in the form of a rhythm game. Move to the rhythm of the in-game songs or Nintendo songs from, well, it's only a select few games, but it's still neat that they're here regardless. This is one of the most intense workouts I've had in the game. It's essentially like Beat Saber or Synth Riders, where you have to move in time with the game to position yourself where the ring should go, and you could honestly make a whole game out of this concept alone.
Okay, I'm done. We're done. We're good. We're done. Go to the outro. And that is Ring Fit, what I personally believe to be the sleeper hit for the Nintendo Switch. To be honest, I expected a game that was just more of a casual gimmick for those who are a fan of Wii Fit, and although it kind of is, I am genuinely impressed by everything that's on display here. You can tell that the developers had an absolute blast creating this world and its characters. The amount of fun put into a game about fitness, I've said it enough, but it cannot be overstated how genuinely fantastic this game feels for a game where I have to explain this. Now, for more hardcore exercisers, this is still not a gym replacement. But for people who have a gym membership solely to use treadmills, ellipticals, and just the aerobic experience, this is cheaper than a full year's gym experience, and you don't even have to leave your house. And the music is fantastic, and you're having fun while you work out, and you can do it at your own leisure, and you're not tied down by a membership program, and all of these other benefits over the gym membership is great and all, but I still have one major question. Is this game better than Wii Fit? Please forgive me for what I'm about to say. Hello?